Hello and welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh, it's been a minute since I've made an actual YouTube video. I've made quite a few shorts, but it's been, I think, years since I've made a real, more than a minute long YouTube video. Anyways, today we're making bottles and putting away my milk. And a lot has changed since the last video I've posted. We have redone our house and our kitchen, and then we moved to a different house. I had a baby. There's just a lot that's going on. And now we live in our new house. This is our new kitchen. And I breastfeed my baby. I'm an exclusive pumper. And every morning I do my milk pour, pump, transfer, add to bottles, so she can eat. It's a girl. She's a girl. My baby's a girl. And yeah, so that's what we're doing. I use a Spectra pump with some Amazon cups that I purchased. And I try and use that most of the day. I also have a Eufy S1 Pro that I use for travel and out and about times, but I try and use a Spectra because it empties me better. So this morning I got 15 ounces, and that is my biggest pump of the day, is always my morning one, because I don't do a middle of the night anymore, and then every other one I get like 5 to 8 ounces. But this one's pretty big. So anyways, I transfer that out of the cups, put the cups in the fridge, do the fridge method for one day, and then I have another set of these cups that I use for the next day. I also use the pitcher method just for like 4 days, and then we switch pitchers. But I got this screw pour top off of Amazon that you see there. That's what I pumped today to make it easier for pouring. Although I do have another mason jar that doesn't have a wide mouth, and it's not as easy to pour with because I don't have a screw pour top. But that's okay, we get by. And then I have the Dr. Brown's bottles. We have some Avent ones, I think, as well, but these ones are my favorite. I just like how big they are, because she eats 5 ounces now most of the time, so the little ones only fit 4 ounces, which we still use those because I don't have enough to not use them. And if she's still hungry, she just gets more milk added to her bottle, but we're making 4. because that's how much milk we have available to us at the moment. And then the rest will just go into the pitcher because the pitcher does get empty by the time I'm done filling these bottles. But yeah, I got the robe that I'm wearing from Etsy, and I got it. It came with a matching swaddle for the hospital when I gave birth. And I tried to put my phone in the pocket today, and it just fell straight to the floor because the pocket isn't sewn together. I don't know if it ever was, because I don't know if I've ever used it, but it's currently not, and I've never washed it. So you'd think if it was sewn, it would still be sewn, but it's not because my phone hit the floor. Anyways, so that's 4 bottles, 5 ounces, 20 ounces total. And then because the pitcher's empty, I'm gonna add what I pumped this morning to it because there's nothing that it's mixing with really. And then I can clean these little jars and put them in my cabinet and start with fresh ones on my next pump, which will be, I pumped at like 7:30, so it'll be 10:30. I do every 3 hours or 4 hours. I try to at least. I get 5 a day, and that gets me around like 43 ounces normally a day. And sometimes she eats like 42 ounces. I think we're in a growth spurt. So I used to have a good amount of oversupply because she'd only eat like 24 ounces, so I'd have almost doubled. But now she's getting bigger. She's growing, she's eating more. So some days she really does eat like 42 ounces a day, but some days she's still at 32, so I don't really know. It's very not scheduled, and it's never the same. So we just go with the flow, and I try and keep my milk supply at least where it's at so we have enough, because she shouldn't be eating more than that, I wouldn't think. But I do have a lot frozen if I ever have to do that. But anyways, first YouTube video back, and I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, bye. See you soon.